Dixo and Ape Chain present Ape Chain on Chain and the first ApeCon virtual conference. The winner, VONGA.
Well, look, here's what we're going to do next. I really appreciate you, Zards, for coming up. And, again, appreciate you. You're another one who shows up every day, and we appreciate your insights and you have a warm zest for life, which I think is awesome for sure. But
thanks.
That said, we're going to do this. We're going to remove everybody except the judges and the hosts. So don't be offended when we kick you out of the room, because what we're going to do is let the judges use the private chat to chat things out. We've gotten some insight from Outer Lumen that we can add. And what we'll do is Cap, Laura, and I will do a little recap while Raheem and Funky talk it out in the private chat. So Zards, I'm going to remove you from stage, and then I'm going to start kicking people from the room again. Although kick from studio, not ban from studio. Got to make sure that I do it correctly, because I don't want to ban anybody. So we're gonna kick from studio one at a time, and just kind of keep it a nice, clean studio backstage. Thank you to everybody who has been in the green room and helped us test this out on our sort of maiden voyage here. And thanks to the judges as well for frankly helping us get through this. I know you stayed longer than asked, and Raheem's done double duty, so you guys are the best. So go ahead and use the private chat it out there, figure it out, and kind of talk it through there. We'll keep an eye on that. Take your time while we do the recap, so the two of you can kind of talk things out. We've gotten some insights from Outer Lumen, and in fact, I can even share those with you in the chat if you want as you go. But I'll kind of kick off, and then I'll go, Laura, get your thoughts, Cap, get your thoughts. Look, while they discuss the winner and chat it out, I said it earlier. One, ton of learnings today to do this again in the future, but really happy with how it all went down. Garga was pretty awesome, on the opening keynote. Really enjoyed all of the panels. And I just think the 90-second pitches were electric. I personally very much enjoyed this portion, because I feel like I've been a little despondent about things being built on chain, what's getting attention. And I don't know, I guess give me your take on this, Laura, but I felt like we got to see real builders and get this life breathed into the ecosystem across Ape Chain, which felt really, really awesome.
100%. I think that many times the ongoing question that I get when I go to events or when we speak about, the ecosystem is like, do these things have to be built in chain? Like, what are the perks? Like, what do we need this? And sure, we want more people to build, but to build what? Oh, something that you like, something that resonates with you, something that finds a solution to a problem. And today we had such a variety of answers to that question that it's not just coming from my own, right? Like, and I don't know, I think it expanded my view on how to use the chain, how to implement like different ideas, different solutions, and also like the impact that you could create in whatever aspect and realm you are currently in, or that you have been intrigued for a long time. So I don't know, I like I said, I'm like, it sounds so cliche, and I'm like, I caught myself like every time I've been wanting to say that today, but it's the reality. It's the opportunity of just coming on here, even if it's like the 90-second pitch, even if it's, top 5, it's already a foot in the door. It's like, if someone didn't get to be here with us today for ApeCon, and like they listen to the replay, they watch the replay, they might resonate with one of these ideas, and they might make it a reality. And maybe a few months from now, we'll go back and like, oh, remember when that was just an idea that was sparking up? And now, like you said at the beginning, now they're creating a brand new idea, but this is how they connected initially. So all these potentials just inspire me. And yeah, and I'm grateful for the judges as well for, asking all these very great questions and really being into their pitches, because it is a lot of information. It is a long day, and to have like the same energy throughout and the same engagement and excitement, it's great. So thank you.
Cap, any recap thoughts as the judges kind of deliberate a little bit? Shared some outer lumens insights, and I know they are. It's it went pretty well when they are agonizing over the ultimate result, which I feel in my soul. I get it. And I totally understand because it's hard when you have one winner and you have 5 really good pitches who have gone throughout the day, who answered all the questions, who worked really hard to kind of dive it in. So just, it's a difficult thing and a difficult task for sure from them. But Cap, any thoughts while they further agonize?
Yeah, really enjoyed the day. I have a lot of thoughts and things I think that went really well, things we could do a little differently next time. And appreciate everyone who tuned in, appreciate everyone who participated today, powered through any technical challenges, and truly a brilliant and public day for us. So thank you all very much for the support. Big thanks to our sponsors one last time. Our ThankApe really making this entire day possible. Their Swamp Roots initiative, I can't speak highly enough about it. The ThankApe program in general, and Thrive. If you've not yet set up a Thrive account, a ThankApe account, do so as soon as possible. The next ThankApe season or the Swamp Roots initiative is not live yet, but it sounds like it's coming very soon. And I would say this, even if because I've submitted a lot of grants and applications that we've not got before, but I think every one that I've submitted has helped me do better the next time. And this is a team that'll give you feedback. This is a team that will, I think there's, even if you don't secure funding, there's a lot of benefits that can come out of this ecosystem and the processes. Some of the other support systems that were mentioned today. I kind of like you said it earlier, there's like a restored faith in this space, that it's not just a giant degen casino. There is actually a lot more being built than today's iteration of a meme coin launchpad, and get really excited to think that while we've been here for several years, it's also a reminder of how early we really are when you hear a lot of these ideas and things. It's like inevitably, like some of the, like, it's going to be the way forward with some things. It's just, we're going to have connected clothing. Like, it's just, this sort of stuff really does seem inevitable. Every one of our pitches today, for the most part, it's just, there was so many that are really improving upon something that exists in the world today, and not just slapping it on chain to slap it on chain to secure funding or community or something. Like, really some exciting stuff happening. But that said, they're all at ground floor, right? Like, the tech really has advanced leaps and bounds in the last few years in terms of being consumer friendly, where the tech can be hidden. And that was kind of to sum it up in a nutshell, I feel like reminded how much of still really a ground floor situation it is for most industries building on chain, and just gets me really excited to be here and excited to build with an incredible group of people. We said it a few times today, but the people of Web3, the people of crypto, the people of this ape ecosystem really are incredible individuals. And the crypto at large has a PR issue, has a reputation challenge. It's eye-opening to me how really different it is when you get to know the people that are actually here, and grateful for all of you. So shout out once again to ThankApe, as well as G's for contributing the G's on Ape, Primate Markets for their unrevealed NFTs, Imlo on the one of ones, and the Ape Chain Intern for those dangs on Ape. Really appreciate that, and congrats again to all those winners, and as well as all of our participants, whether you are a finalist or the would-be winner here. Big congrats on showing up today, and I'm sure you made an impression on someone. So that would be my last closing words, and I'll hand it back to you, Steve. Is make sure you connect with someone, follow a new person, shoot into DM, leave today with a new relationship, and that'll be a win in my book. If a few people leave here with a new connection, do share, let us know, reach back out to Steve, Laura, myself, and if you end up, a connection you made today turns into be your next co-founder, I would love to know that down the road, and we'll be rooting for you for sure.
Yeah.
Can I just say something real quick, Steve, before you announce the winner? I just want to say something about the ape community, because I am so impressed. I do not own an ape. I'll never forget watching Elio Trades the first week of June back in 2021, and he was talking about how apes are going to be hot, and he was in the community and everything else. And this was like when they were 1 ETH. It's a huge regret. But having just gone to NFT Paris, and I didn't really think the event was all that great, and I missed seeing you guys, which really bummed me out. I did see Raheem. But the booth, like the area where the ape community was so vibrant. And so like you could just get a sense of the community, how collaborative it is, how much people support one another. As a classroom teacher, I used to try and build a very similar culture among my students, like that everybody was all working toward a greater goal. I very much get that sense out of Ape DAO. I think you guys, hats off to both of you and Laura. I'm sure you've been here all day. Like we are now 8 hours into a live stream. I do a lot of meetings at work all day. It is exhausting to be staring at a camera for this long. And so you guys should be commended for what you've done today. And I'm just really grateful that you got me involved. And so I just wanted to say thank you. I keep pushing back a meeting that was supposed to happen at 3. I'm really DMing the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, bro. Like, I'll meet you at 4. And now we're past 4. But I just wanted to jump in and say that. And hats off to all the finalists. You guys had some really incredible pitches. Do not be deterred by the fact if you were not selected as the winner. I think you all have amazing products that really are going to blossom in the months and years ahead, especially with a community like this ape community supporting each other. So I just had to say that before we, close this out and announce the winner. So, and thank you again for allowing me to be part of this today. I really appreciate both of you guys.
Appreciate you very much as well. Super appreciate you. And Raheem, same, super appreciate you as well. Y'all are your friends, your people that I enjoy and admire in the space. And so just being able to share the space with you guys today has been really awesome for me personally. I'll say, and gave you a very tough task of judging 5 and we'll say this, we're about to announce the winner. I mean, I can tell you, chatting it through, it was very, very close. Not just saying this, like this discussion point was so difficult. And I kind of mentioned them agonizing in the chat, the amount of comments, the amount of discussion we were having in there until it finally netted out by, I believe Funky used the term by a nose, right? Like just like the horse racing term by a nose, like that's how close it was. So really everyone did quite well. But without further ado, the winner of the grant, thank you Ape, thank you everybody at Ape Chain, is VONGA. VONGA and VONFRONTIN ended up taking it home by a hair. So VONFRONTIN, you're welcome to jump back in the room if you want. We're more than happy to add you to the stage. Congratulations. Welcome. Like I said, welcome to jump back in if you want to make it, VONFRONTIN. If you can't, totally cool. I know it's been a long day. But while we get VONFRONTIN to go up here, Raheem, real quick, want to throw it to you. Any parting thoughts, as well as, any thoughts on you want to comment a little bit on what you were saying, maybe even in the chat about VONGA, how they barely edged it out, and your thoughts on what you really like there?
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Like, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Like, if you think about it, like the diversity of everyone's pitches were like so insane. We had like, building like fashion ecosystems. You had like IP. We had like game, dope protocol, something like you don't hear about every day. I think like being in the space, you don't often come like across like new ideas. So thank you. Like, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And I want to echo what Steve was saying. I think like, in some ways, like I want all of us to realize that we are pioneering the Web3 space. Like every single one of you, whatever you're building, whatever struggles that you have, it's going to revolutionize what happens in the future, what happens with ownership. And I hope all of us, we are proud of every single thing that you're doing, regardless of whether you win or you don't. You guys are doing an amazing job. It was super difficult. It was quite hard. But I guess sometimes these things can be a bit tricky and unfair, but like super grateful for everyone. VONGA, hats off to you, and excited to see everything that you do, as well as everyone.
VONFRONTIN, awesome to see you up here. Really glad. Actually, shout out Laura at telling us to extricate ourselves from the voting process because you're a friend, and it would have looked really. If I did it, it might have looked kind of weird. But
I'm gonna go grab my VONGA pullover now.
Yeah, these guys obviously liked it as well. Any thoughts? I know we put you through the ringer today. You had a great 90-second pitch. It was super tight. We put you on the spot. You went first. Not an easy place to be. You came through in the afternoon. Couldn't do the screen share because of some technical issues on the StreamYard end, but you were able to still deliver a very thoughtful and compelling pitch. Any thoughts on the competition and the day?
Gosh, a lot of gratitude right now. Thank you. this whole process, I mean, it's funny. There's been DMs of those of us who are all part of this, like going on in the background of like people who are pitching, people who are like, audience members. I just want to say, like, Steve, Cap, Laura, thank you for this whole process. Like the winning has been, I'll process that here probably over the next couple hours here and maybe even longer. But I think the whole process of getting the story together, getting like it was a sharpening the saw kind of experience for a lot of us out here. So I just want to say, like, incredibly well done, how it was structured, how it was organized, going through all this. Thank you for that. Raheem, Funky, thank you both. Really appreciated you coming in to help out with this. I'll echo a little bit. See, I think what you and Laura were saying earlier of like, I probably came out of this more inspired than anything by listening to everybody else, to see all the really just cool, diverse use cases of blockchain, cool things that people are building. I want to play that video game too. Like there were just so many cool things. And like, it's the thing that wowed me about blockchain back in 2021 when I really started getting involved in NFTs. I love seeing that people are building. It's not the stuff that hits the timeline. It's not the stuff that, gets the views on X, but it's the thing that inspired me to get into the space. It's the thing that inspires me to stay in the space. And I just walk away from this day inspired and grateful.
What a day. What a day.
And thank Ape.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words and hearing you share that. Like that's makes the whole day worthwhile. Like to hear that, hopefully a few others took similar inspiration, and you've got a few extra thousand ape to help build VONGA now. But I really was hopeful that would be we all were hopeful that would be like just a cherry on top and not why people came today. And I truly mean that. I hope everyone else that whether they participated or just tuned in felt it was worth your while. And we will probably at some point. I should have had that's one feedback for future, Steve. We should have grabbed a survey for those to knock out for us. Just a quick one to wrap up, meaning like what we could even do better next time, what they would like to see, and what they really liked. But stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll do something on coffee. But truly, thank you for the kind words, and really appreciate everyone who participated today. I too leave inspired, and big shout out to thank Gabe for making it all possible.
Yeah, Laura, any thoughts before we let everyone get out of here?
Just appreciating each and every one of you, and like everyone that made this possible. Like not only our sponsor, thank you, but everyone that participated. I to be honest, just like I've said at the beginning, we had no idea how many people would apply. We're like, okay, we'll see. And if not, we'll have to promote more, and we'll have to like encourage people to do it. Like, we're not really sure. And we didn't even have to do that. So just like that,
we were expecting like on like Spaces tours. Like we were planning like a few people trickling in.
Like a marketing campaign. I'm like, we need to show up. We need to tell people to apply, why they should care about this. And the fact that so many people with concrete ideas and how great their pitches were, right? How great, how prepared they came. That's also, it was hard. I was like, should we have interviews before this or just go live and see what people put out there? So there's a lot of things in the background that obviously not everyone is going to know, but because we were there building this out, there's a lot of things that, yes, we could improve, but also a lot of thought and a lot of heart put into making this happen. And hopefully that show throughout our conversations, throughout, how I can't believe it's been 8 hours. Like, I'm like, okay, thank you for reminding us. But I'm like, it's been 8 hours of live streaming. I think this is the longest live stream I've ever done in my life. And like I said, I was like, somehow I have energy. I was like, somehow I'm like happy and excited. And, sometimes I'm on a video call for 2 hours and I'm like drained. I'm like, okay, that's it. Oh my God, I can't do this anymore. But here, being with friends, being with people that overall, like, I feel like the word for today is inspire each other and uplift each other. It's in our power to lift those voices up, and that not only the bad stories or the scammy stories or whatnot are the ones that fill our timeline. Like, what we engage with is what gets gets the views. So for us to be more conscious of like little decisions that we make every day, let's empower those creators, those builders that we resonate with, and why are we engaging with that? Why is this tweet triggering me to reply, and then why, when someone that I really admire and care for, I'm like, whatever, I don't need to engage with this. So just some things that came to mind. And congrats on winning. Oh my god, it's very exciting, and I'm really glad that we weren't the ones judging this. I think like if one takeaway from this is like, yes, I was like, as host, we shouldn't be the one judging, because I was having a hard time, like just every time that, like I said, I was like, I took a bunch of notes, like if I was judging myself, I'm like, I all over the place. I was like, this would have been a really, really, really difficult position. And yeah, so thank you to the judges for taking this task so seriously, and we appreciate how kind and caring you have been throughout.
Yeah, thanks to everybody. Cap, I have the Coffee with Cap and outro because we didn't make a custom one for anything like this, so that's the way we can play ourselves out. I will say, if you're on stage right now, do us a favor, hang out and you can close the window, but the StreamYard, I think, needs to get your recordings on, so we don't want to lose that in case we want to repurpose anything later. So you can just leave it on the side, mute it, get off stage, it'll be fine, but the StreamYard will have the recording going through. You
can mute your mic and your video, just don't close the browser until the recording stops. It'll show in like the bottom right corner there. Once it's 100%, then you can shut down the browser. And also, I know there was a handful of individuals and teams that didn't make it through today, whether it was studio was capped and you couldn't get in, or you had to take a call or a meeting. My apologies. We did our best to get everyone through. For anyone that didn't, we'll figure something out. If we need to do a bridge version of this on Coffee with Captain someday to let you all get a pitch, we won't have the 5008, but that was logistically it was a challenge, and I know everyone had some different challenges out there. But yeah, if anyone really wanted to pitch and just didn't get a chance to for whatever reason, reach out to me. We'll figure something out for you. And for everyone that did pitch, presented, and showed up, I mean, we've had, I don't even know the total counts, well over 10,000 at this point. There's almost pushing 5,000 on the main video stream, and I saw that was restreamed by several accounts. That was maybe the most surprising thing today. There was several accounts. I saw Blue Eyed Queen still popping on my X, and several others out there were restreaming the feed. So thank you so much for the extra eyeballs. Greatly appreciate it. And he even powered through a Spaces rug. It's been a while since we had a Spaces rug, but I guess 8 hours is pushing the envelope a little bit. So, and I heard there was a Twitter update or something that I don't know if that's true or not, but someone said there was a Twitter update that an X update that might have caused that. But nevertheless, we powered through it and didn't lose video. So we'll take that as a dub. And congrats again to VONFRONTIN. Congrats to all the other finalists, all the presenters. And, I will look forward to running this back in some form at some point again in the future. So had a blast.
Yeah. We'll let everybody get out and on with their day though. 8 hours. It's a long one. Appreciate everyone coming through this morning. Mesh, special shout out to Mesh. Was there when he GMing at 8 a.m. this morning when Coffee with Captain kicked off. Was there just a couple minutes ago congratulating VONGA. Real MVPs right there. Appreciate everyone coming through this morning. Capito, we'll try to, hopefully we'll do this again sometime. If people liked it, give good feedback. To let Thank Ape you liked it. Let Garga know you liked it. Let Bored Apes, let them know you liked it, because we'd love to do it again sometime. But we'll let everybody sail off into what is the rest of their day. Appreciate everyone coming through today. We will talk to everybody. Cap and I will talk to everybody bright and early tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. See you in a few hours. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Ape Chain on Chain. This project is powered by the ApeCoin DAO through AIP 572. Bringing our community's valuable conversations on chain and also on traditional audio platforms. Rate this episode and/or leave feedback and earn Dixo rewards by visiting the Dixo on-chain platform.